Hello fellow pilots, I'm Major Payne and this is another episode of How to Play. More precisely, it's going to be how to play to get Lambert Medal, Flying Exterminator badge, how to get 4 kills with your tail gunner, and Lang Medal achievement. So these are missions for event currently going on in the game for Mitsubishi G4M2 Model 24. I already make a video about this plane, so there is a review if you want to take a look. But today I'm going to focus on those missions, specifically the 3 last one and the Lang Medal. And before we get into the battles, I'm going to show you this website. It's basically Wikipedia for wargaming. This is a very interesting website. I already showed you that in one of my training videos, but for those who didn't see it yet, this is the website where you can find a lot of very interesting information about the game. But today I'm going to focus on achievements. So I use that quite often during the events because I don't remember all of these requirements for the achievements. So like for example this Flying Exterminator badge, which is here, so that acquire you to do 400 capture points in ground attack planes or 550 capture points in bomber, and it's only count the ground targets, so capture points for destroying ground targets only. So you keep that on mind. So basically it's not so easy. You need a little bit of luck to get the battle long enough, because some of the battles are very quick. But first thing first, Lambert Medal, which I think is most difficult achievement in this event. It's not the last mission, it's somewhere in the middle, but I think this is the most difficult because require us to fly the multi-Eurofighter, do the 400 capture points in one sortie, so we cannot get killed. We have to do 400 capture points before we get killed. At least there is no acquire to win the game, so at least that. So basically I use here a Tornado, which is tier 6 multi-Eurofighter in British tech tree. It's a very good plane, it's like a light fighter, so I can survive a lot of dogfights, and that's why I choose this. And important stuff here is that when we do the capture points, we do them well, obviously when we attack the sector, like now I'm gonna get 20 capture points for destroying this air defense. For this one I'm gonna get 15 and 40 capture points for air defense, but also we're going to get those capture points for destroying planes in defense. So when I capture this airbase and there are enemy planes gonna come in here and I destroy them, for each of them I get 40 capture points, and this altogether it's going to be 400. So when you press your tab, the information about your capture points is always gonna be only telling you the capture points that you did when you attack the sectors, and you have this different section which tells you how many planes in a defense you actually destroy. So you can basically calculate that. So every plane you destroy in the defense, it's 40 capture points. You see, so I have now 60 capture points and 0 in the defense, but if I destroy this bomber I will have another 40. So yeah, this is perfect map basically. When we have the map with the airbase, it's very good idea to capture the airbase so we can repair ourselves, and that, you know, increase the chance to survive the battle. I mean the sortie at least. Okay, so here we go. I get 40 capture points for this guy, and it doesn't show me that when I press my tab. It doesn't tell me this. It's only tell me that I destroy one plane in defense. So you have to like keep that in mind basically. Lambert Medal is not easy achievement, no question, as many multi-role fighters have rather short life in a battle, so you have to do like couple sorties in a battle usually. Hard to survive. We are not usually maneuverable, and we can be easy prey for light fighters. So the main thing here is just to look around, you know, avoid the players. You have to be a little bit lucky to get the right battle long enough. You see, I captured this, now I have extra 80 capture points here for those two air defense, I believe. We're gonna check it out that now. Yeah, I have 100 capture points, that's good, and 1 in defense. Okay, so, well, I killed that. That means I killed 1 of these air defense only, not 2. Someone else have the count for the kill. So this is dangerous situation. I engage into this dogfight with the Spitfire. That's a player, so I need to kill him now. If I don't kill him, I'm not gonna turn after him. I would go straight. So enemy planes, like planes from the red team, they give us 60 capture points, each of them. So for this Spitfire I get extra 60 capture points. Alright, so okay, so 160 capture points, 1 plane in the defense, so altogether I have already 200 capture points. So 200 more and I should be fine. Okay, that's the kill, that's 60 capture points, but this is very dangerous situations, too many enemy planes here. I mean, I play that like head first into the fight, but it's not the best way. You should avoid a situation where it's the multiple of enemy players. You should go aside on the map, like on the side of the map, and get into the sector and capture the sectors where there is no players. But in here, that's actually the last sector of my enemy team. Have one sector at the moment. So now I'm going after this bomber, you see, so that's gonna be 40 capture points for me. If of course nobody will get, yeah, I get the kill. So this is it. And the ground attacker incoming, also easy target, very easy, so we can use that. Maybe rockets, no. Oh no, he's going head on. Even bots can go head on, we have to be careful with that. There you go, 40 points, another one. And this is another ground attack, another easy target. I just don't have the engine, so have to be careful now. So now I have like 3 planes in the defense and 220 capture points in attack. So that's together is 3 planes in the defense. It's 120 capture points plus 220. That's gonna be 340 capture points. So 340 capture points. So I need now 60 capture points more. So basically, if I take out those 2 multi-rolls, that will be it, because each of them have 40 capture points for me, if they're gonna be over the sector, obviously. We have to keep an eye on them, and like if they're out of the sector, that doesn't give us anything. If we do the kill beyond the circle of the sector. Now, there we go. So not much left. So we have 340 plus 40 is 380 capture points, and this guy here, there you go. This is it, that's the Lambert medal, 400 capture points in one sortie. 5 in the defense and 220 capture points in attack. So 5 planes destroyed in the defense is basically 200 capture points. Plus 220, which I did when I was attacking the sectors, that's 420, and we just need 400 in one sortie, obviously. Lambert medal is secure. We can focus on winning the game, which shouldn't be that difficult. On this map, main thing here is to secure the airbase, sorry, not airbase, rocket base. This rocket base is very important on this map. Can help you to capture many other sectors. It's busy here, oh, and they captured that. That's no good, actually. Square line in place, so it's not good to have such a low HP like I do. So I'm trying to take out this ground attack plane before he gonna get out from this sector, so I get extra 60 capture points into this rocket base, which I did, and my teammate actually, oh, Spitfire, that was just pure luck that I didn't get killed here, and the Spitfire doesn't pay attention, so that's great, and that's how we very quickly recapture this rocket base. So I destroy one of the ground attack planes, which is 60 capture points. One of my teammates destroy another one, so this 120. This Spitfire is another 60, and that's altogether is 180. And that's what we need to capture the rocket base. So basically, if you destroy 3 enemy planes over the rocket base, you're gonna flip it over. So I think that's a win. Lambert medal is secure, and the good thing is that we don't have to win the game when we're doing this achievement. We only need to get 400 capture points in one sortie. After we get 400 capture points, we can be shot down. Lambert still gonna be in place. Nice. 5 chevron battle and Lambert medal. It's actually difficult. I'm not saying that I did that in like at first attempt. I was trying already like at tier 5, and that didn't work out because it's not that I get killed, I just the battle was too quickly finished and I didn't manage to do the 400 capture points, and that's what can happen quite often, so you have to be patient for it. It's just like hard to get this one at first attempt, so you need to get the patience and keep trying until you get the right battle. So in this one I didn't get killed even once and I have 480 capture points. So that's how you do it. You just need to have a little bit of luck to not get killed, and that's it. Okay, now I'm gonna move to the last 3 missions for this event, and it's Flying, Exterminator badge, and then 4 kills with your tail gunner and Lang medal. But first, this is the Flying Exterminator badge in tier 10 ground attack planes. So basically, it's very difficult to do it if you fly like a ground attack plane, because specifically when you fly like me in a weekend where there's so many players in a game, and in every battle you can see the bomber players, and they always going to be first in a sector. Like in this case here, I'm going into the garrison on my left, but also there's player in heavy fighter and bomber. I drop here 1 bomb and I try to take this, and that's it, 0 capture points. That's what can happen when you have a lot of players in your team, and like almost always you have the bomber players. So this is not easy, but I love this plane basically. I love this ground attack plane, that's why I use it. I would say that at lower tier that might be easier to do it. If you have some good ground attack plane at lower tier, you should go lower tier, and the rest of these missions I'm definitely gonna show you on the lower tier. Like tier 4 bomber can do the Lang medal, for example, and some of the tier 5s are equipped with very good tail gunners, so I'm gonna use the tier 5 to do the tail gunner mission. But now let's focus on this. So I'm trying to destroy as many of these 20 points target as possible, and it's actually good situation here that enemy is on that sector also, so it's contested and they did some capture points here, so I can stay here longer and do more of my capture points here. Another 20. So I'm doing that in tier 10, but we can do it also in tier 4, I would say. There's no many bomber players at lower tiers, I would say, not the same as on tier 10. And here again, like, I'm gonna take out this light fighter now, but that doesn't give me anything to the mission. It's giving me 60 capture points to capture this sector and for the win, but not for the badge. I just get the capture points from the ground targets for the badge. We are under fire, javelin incoming. He's way too low for the heavy fighter. He's lucky that I don't have my bombs. Now, it's a mistake often done by heavy fighters. He turn around to get me, but it's too quick, so he's still in the range of my cannons. And now he's doing something even worse, because he decided to ignore me and destroy the ground target and set himself basically as an easy target. So 60 capture points from javelin and there's 30 capture points from the main building, and the sector is flipped, so not bad. And light fighter incoming. Yak 19 is back and he take me out, but that's still, it's a success, of course. Yeah, I could go somewhere else now, but it's not so great since I take over the sector, and now 10 seconds left and I'm gonna get back to the game with full HP. Now I'm gonna speed up this battle a little bit. We're gonna go straight to the end of this battle, because nothing more interesting is gonna be here. It's a waste of time now to show you how I'm just destroying the ground targets. It's difficult at tier 10 because of the bomber pilots. That's the problem. So I suggest to go down on lower tiers, even though those ground attackers are more vulnerable, but there is less of the bomber pilots, which will basically steal your capture points. That's what we can call it. Yeah, and here that was a very long battle, as you see, just less than 2 minutes to the end of the battle left, and there it is. There is the flying exterminator badge. That's the thing. Alright, we get back to the hangar, and next mission will be to destroy 4 airplanes with the tail gunner. There are specific planes which are good for it, like let's say tier 10 bombers are very good for it. But also on lower tiers you have like for example tier 5 we have Bullfighter, we have SE-100. Bullfighter is specifically good. It's a tech tree plane, so everyone can get it relatively easy, and he have this top turret which can fire all around him, including the front, so this is very good. And SE-100 on the other hand have much more powerful tail gunner, but we only can fire at the back. So the technique on a Bullfighter is very simple. We just find the target, fire with our cannons, and we not finish off the target. We wait until it's very low HP, then we switch into the tail gunner, and we can finish off with the tail gunner right in front of us, basically. SE-100 is different. We have to fire the enemy with our forward-firing weapons, which is 4 20mm cannons, but then we have to stop, we have to pass the enemy plane, and we can finish off that with the powerful tail gunner. And that's what we're gonna do here. Okay, so in this map I go I'm on the left, most of my team is on the right, so I go left into the rocket base. I just try to help my team to quickly take out those 2 heavy fighters over there, and hopefully some of the bombers or ground attacker will go there. Yeah, 2 bombers going here, so we should be fine. And so when you're trying to do this mission, so first you use your, of course, forward-firing weapons, like here, my 4 20mm cannons, and I try not to kill it, just damage and jump into tail gunner now, and finish off with the tail gunner. So that's the whole secret, basically. That's how you do it. So I already have one. It's look very easy, and it is easy. If someone doesn't know the history and see in this game SE-100 may think, how the fuck France actually lost the war? Oh, I hope you like the music. That was instead of the intro. Yeah, and that's how you do it. Basically, you jump into tail gunner when you nearly finish off the enemy, and that should be very easy. And there's many planes that can do it, basically. Even like ground attack plane can do it. Like if you fire at enemy with your cannons and not to finish, just severe damage, and then you jump into the tail gunner, you can finish off that. There's many possibilities, but I would say Bullfighter and SE-100 one of the best. And you can leave me a comment if you think that there's anything else also good for this kind of missions. And by the way, guys, if you have any interesting subject that you would like to see in a video, or any specific plane that you would like to see gameplay, you can let me know in the comment section. I'm not promising anything, but I will consider to make a video if there is like enough interest in it. So yeah, and like this video for example, I make that video because I have a lot of questions: how I get my medals, how I get this plane so quickly, and even my clanmates ask me what's the best plane to do this mission, and so on, so on, that kind of stuff. So that would be like my answer. So I hope some of you guys managed to finish those missions thanks to my advice. And yeah, like we can save some money not to buy certificates for all those missions, only maybe some for a grinding part, not for the medals. We can get the medals and save a lot of money to ourselves. So yeah, I think that's I hope that's helpful. Okay, now and you see here stage 6 is done. So what left is the last Lang medal achievement, which is really easy in my opinion to do. It's weird that they put this as a last achievement, which suggests most difficult. But I would say that the Lambert medal on multi-row fighters, that caused most of the trouble to most of the players. Even for me, that was a struggle. But now, all I need to do is just here for bomber. And if I'm a little bit of luck, I just need a little bit of luck to have the game long enough to destroy 15 ground targets. EF131 is very good, and JU288C is very good also for this medal. A lot of bombers can do it basically. I just can't find it difficult basically. But I'm gonna show you the lowest possible tier that you can do it in, and it's tier 4. Very good bomber, have a lot of bombs. I have this one specialized. It's worth it. I recommend you that if you want to do some missions or even token missions at the low tier. This bomber is perfect. So basically, he's not high altitude bomber like Germans. But he's very fast, and it's dive bomber. He can drop his bombs in, I guess, something around 45-degree angle, I would say. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna fly into the sector as quick as possible, drop my bombs, then fly out and gain some altitude and get in another sector, but on the edge of the map, not straight into it. Just avoid enemy planes until we destroy 15 ground targets. And then we also have to win the game to see the Lang medal, so that's why you're not going to be able to see Lang medal after you destroy 15 ground targets. But after you destroy these targets, you can be killed, but you still need to win the game to get it. If you struggle with this, then just try to aim, as I'm going to do here, and try to aim into this low points targets, like those 410s, which are give you only 15 capture points. But the main thing is that you can destroy it with one bomb. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna focus on air defense and all those light targets which acquire only one bomb. And as you can see now, I just destroy now at this point 5th target. There you go. So on this garrison I destroy 5 ground targets out of 15 which I need for Lang medal. So it doesn't seem to look like very difficult. It's pretty easy, and this particular battle is easy. As you see, there are only 2 heavy fighters, bots. There are no human player in heavy fighters, and heavy fighters are your main enemy. They can catch up with you, so be careful how you play with the players. So I'm basically gonna play this game the way I would play against the good players in the heavy fighters, you know. So I try to stay out of their radar. So I'm gonna go on the edge of the map, like you see I'm going here. I'm not gonna go straight into the sector in case the enemy team will take it over, and I don't want to meet them on the way to the sector. So I want to stay on the edge of the map, not to be detected, and then I'm gonna fly there, drop my bombs and fly out again. And main thing here is to stay alive, and because for the Lang medal we have to stay alive, it's need to be done in one sortie, so we need to destroy 15 targets in one sortie. That's why I have to, you know, sneak behind enemy lines kind of stuff. So I'm flying on the edge of the map, try to not be detected, and I fly into the sector just for a moment, and I try to fly out as quick as possible. There is a heavy fighter. I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna dive into the sector, drop my bombs and fly out. But overall I think this is much more easier than the medal for multi-row fighters, to stay alive with multi-row fighter and do the 400 capture points. That's more difficult, I would say. I dropped 2 bombs on this main building here, just not to I don't want to take a risk that I'm not gonna finish off this target. I wanted to have like 100%, and there's last one here, so if I destroy that I will have 10 ground targets already done. But I didn't, okay, because my team actually finished off this sector. Anyway, so I'm gonna go now to the edge of the map again, and I will sneak into another garrison. And I take my time. Main thing is to stay undetected and just surprise attack on garrison. And I'm going to fly through the rest point, as you see, but I'm only doing that because the enemy team managed to capture the airbase in the middle. And this is very important. If the enemy team have this airbase, they most likely will be all respawn on this airbase. Definitely bots, but some players maybe not. But that's a risk that some player maybe don't even know that he can respawn on the airbase, and may come up here and then spot you for all the other players. But I take this risk specifically that there is no human player in Heavy Fighter here, so I'm a bit lucky with the matchmaking, as you see. 2 ground attacker human players. And yeah, that's how you do it. Slowly but surely you're gonna get it. Like, just stay undetected and take the bomber like this. Something will have a lot of bombs and can do a lot of small targets at one sector. So obviously if you play this way, you may lose a little bit more of the games, because what I'm doing here, I'm trying to get the medal. I'm not trying to win, or I'm not trying to even do the sector as quick as possible. I'm trying to get as many targets on a sector as possible. That's why I attack those 15 points target, which I usually don't, because they are this is insufficient. Like, you know, I prefer to do the 20 points and 30 points target. I usually not doing that, but for the medal, that's what we have to do. And I'm a bit lucky here because those main targets are actually about just heavily damaged, not much left on them, just tents, so that's easy to destroy. And this air defense here. So I have very good result. I'm in a little bit vulnerable position now, low above the ground, but I already have the Lang medal. I have already 15 ground targets done, so all what left is to win the game. That's all what left. Okay guys, we are getting into the end of the video, and in the end I want to say that I'm making this video like in a response to many questions I get about these medals and how I'm doing them, in what kind of planes and stuff like this. So I hope that's gonna be helpful for some of you, and the way I'm doing it and the advice I'm giving it. Maybe my perspective is a little bit different. Definitely everything I do things my way, so I'm not sure is that gonna work for everyone, obviously, but I hope that there will be some ideas for someone who like struggle with it. Yeah, let me know in the comment section what's your biggest problems with those missions and stuff like this. I can always make some short video. I have a lot of records to show how I'm doing things, and if you guys have any or specific planes you want to show in battle, how to play them, you can also ask for that in the comment section. And I'm just about to get my sherry on top with this. I love this. Bombardier, my favorite achievement. All right guys, so I'm a bit lucky with this battle as well, as you see, because enemy didn't manage to take over any other sector. So if I would make any mistake on this run around the map and I wouldn't get these 15 targets, then that's it. I wouldn't be able to do it in this battle, because you see there's no more ground target here. All right, that's it. That's the win, and that's the Lang medal. It's I feel it is not the most difficult from this event, but I understand that some players struggle with it. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope I help you a little bit, and if you like it, please leave a like and subscribe for future content, guys. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one. Take care.